So I have these eggs right here. Got them from my, this one has poop on it. I got them from my friend who has chickens. Jesus Christ. I got them from a friend who has chickens in Denver, Colorado. We stopped there on the trip. I ate my first egg there in 8 years. My first time eating meat in 8 years. Yes, egg actually is a meat. I know you're probably thinking that it's dairy, but I'll get back to that. Drea reverse recorded it.
Sorry.
Yeah, so we didn't get like the first genuine reaction, but I had him, he was out here for work and I had him bring me like a dozen eggs. Well, not a dozen because there's 3 missing, but yeah, we're gonna make these and I'm gonna do a little review about eating meat for the first time in 8 years. Drea's gonna make them. And before anyone says anything about her making me food and me not doing shit, I'm gonna do the dishes. I just did the dishes. I just cleaned the entire kitchen, all right? No misogyny here. Drea's gonna make me 1 egg to test for the review, and then we're gonna make egg sandwiches. I have with vegan cheese and vegan mayo. You might be thinking, well, that's really odd that you're gonna eat an egg, but also use vegan products. And I'm gonna explain that. My reasoning why I'm actually justifying eating these eggs and why it's acceptable to me. I'm not breaking any of my personal codes. No selling out here for a YouTube video. Yeah, so these eggs are from my friend who has chickens, and they don't even eat these chickens. These chickens just lay eggs. And I mean, chickens are gonna lay eggs whether they get eaten or not. Those are period. That's period over there. That's what those are.
Yeah, they don't have a rooster to fertilize the eggs.
Exactly. So the egg is just gonna like be there chilling regardless and probably get eaten back by...
They said like just local wildlife.
Yeah, like whatever else is gonna eat. So it's like, it's not a problem. It doesn't break any of my code. Like I said, it's not like morally wrong for me personally. Dan.
Let me see your bestiality tattoo.
I've always waited for an opportunity because I've said over the course of the last 8 years, 8.5 years that I've been on a plant-based diet that I will eat an egg if I find chickens that are in this very specific situation, which is the situation that these chickens are in. Basically they're pets. They have their own fucking hen house and they got fucking luxury living over there. I don't know why I didn't film any of it. I don't know. I felt invasive. I don't know. It's like his house. I didn't want to just fucking pull out a camera and be like, hey, let me fucking... According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, dairy refers to all fluid milk products and foods made from milk. This includes milk, yogurt, cheese, ice cream, and butter. Eggs are not included. I did not know that. I always thought eggs were dairy. They belong in the meat, poultry, fish, and eggs category and are considered animal products. That's new to me. I looked that up the other day. I always thought it was dairy. My whole qualm with the reason why I'm plant-based is because of factory farming. I have never been against hunting. I'm against sport hunting. I think that's lame and whack. But in order, like hunting for survival, like if you go kill something and hunt and then you're gonna eat that for the next 6 months or throughout the winter or the rest of the year, I have no issue with that at all whatsoever. All of the climate damages that factory farming does, all of the fucking hormones, the steroids, all that shit, the antibiotics that are pumped into all the animals in order to make them, give them more substance and make them like physically more, give them more mass so that there's more food to go around. That's my qualm with it. We can argue about this all you want. Look it up. I would physically hunt an animal. I wouldn't have any moral discomfort or moral turmoil or conflict if I shot an animal and killed it and ate it for the next 6 months. Like, I don't have an issue with that at all. It's the factory farming. And it's the way that food is mass produced. That's not to be confused with health either, because a lot of people think that, or I think it's common knowledge to think that a vegan diet tends to be more healthier. And yeah, it does tend to be more healthier. That was a poor choice of words. But it isn't always healthier. There's like tons of shitty vegan junk food that isn't good for you at all whatsoever. And it's probably just as bad for you as the shit that you're getting at factory farming, because it's just pumped with grease and bullshit and filled with like other shit. Yeah, you can argue that it might be a little better because it comes from animal products and there isn't necessarily antibiotics and hormones. Yeah, you have pesticides, but I would rather eat pesticides than hormones and antibiotics. Vegan doesn't equal healthy at all.
The shelf life of like natural eggs is typically like a month because they have this protective coating over it. So if you wash eggs that are naturally like laid by like chickens, so close to my face. I know. That it takes that protective layer off, and that's what like.
That's why
That's what gives an egg a shelf life, is taking that protective like layer off the shell.
Yeah.
No, I really
Point
don't
proven.
like eggs.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I mean, I'll eat them if like I'm really, really hungry, or if they screw up my order at Denny's, which is very common. They put eggs when I say no eggs, then I'll eat them because I don't want to make a big hassle out of it. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of eggs. Just not a texture I like.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you like scrambled, or do you like?
I would do scrambled if I had to choose of what eggs I would eat.
There it is.
This is the first egg.
You can save these and put them in plants, the shells.
Wow. Skills. Here we go. Let's get this bite first. This is like a good bite. And I'll give my full review after of what I think it tastes like. Because I kind of did it like fast and not really. I mean, we were at Wade's house, so I wasn't really feeling like super comfortable giving a fucking review in front of people who aren't, you know what I mean, who aren't familiar with talking to a camera. Okay. It's really good. Yeah, it's really good. I don't know how to describe food. I've never done this before. So it tastes very
Eggy.
yeah, eggy. It tastes very eggy. No, it does though. I kind of want to just keep eating it. It's really good. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like it is really crazy eating this after not eating it for 8 years, and the distinct difference between like tofu scramble or even just egg. Like it definitely has much more flavor, obviously, because it's a real egg, than just egg. If you don't know what just egg is, it's like the vegan version of eggs, which is good. It is good. It tastes pretty damn close.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it nostalgic to eat actual egg right now? Like,
Yes.
You see yourself being like taken back to like, oh shit, this is what I used to eat.
Yeah. No, that's what I feel like. I'm kind of like remembering the house I grew up in and eating eggs, and yeah, I feel like a kid. It is super strange. It's weird. Yeah, it reminds me of the early 2000s. I was gonna go for words like pungent. That's what I was gonna say. It's kind of pungent, like the taste is, but not in a pungent like cheesy foot smell. It's
Like a fart.
Kinda, yeah. Kinda pungent in like a slightly farty way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
As you eat it.
Yeah, but not like.
Gross.
Does it taste
not
like you
gross.
remember it, or like when you took your first bite, were you just like, oh,
It's
like
more
my
intense.
memory was more based on the just eggs I've been eating for so long.
Yeah, my memory
Egg
is
memory.
My memory is tied to those, but this is like more intense, and it's really crazy how smells and taste can bring you right back to a place and time.
Must be nice.
Oh yeah, that's
Must
right.
be nice.
He just can't smell or taste anything because of COVID. I mean, that's your fault, dude. The taste was intense. It was just a lot more punch. Pack for the punch for the pack. What's the saying?
More bang for your buck.
More.
Goodbye, everybody.
Well, thank
Like,
you.
comment, subscribe to me.
Final review. It was good, obviously. But difference is it's more intense, more pungent, like I already said. The plant-based products obviously have a much more earthy, gardeny taste to them. The just egg is pretty damn close, though. It's just a more tame taste, more tame version. It also could be, too, that since my palate is so adjusted to eating earthy shit and plant shit, that it is gonna intensify the taste for me regardless, you know?